Welcome to the Clause YouTube channel.
Together, we strive for a safer, secure, and more stable world.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege to invite a distinguished military leader whose vision and guidance shape India's defense preparedness at the highest level. General Anil Chauhan, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Uttam Yudh Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, ADC, Chief of Defence Staff, will be delivering the inaugural address through a special video message.
Honorable dignitaries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. It's a matter of great honor for me to address this august gathering for the second annual symposium of India International Forum on Mine Action and Safety, IFOMAS, organized by the Horizon Safer World Foundation in partnership with Indian Council of World Affairs and the Center for Land Warfare Studies. This forum has steadily evolved into a respected platform where practitioners, policymakers, technologists, and development partners meet to share knowledge and experience. It was my intent to attend this event in person, but some other engagements have not permitted me to be physically present. My apologies for that. I recall my remarks at the inaugural symposium in 2024, a moment when we collectively resolved to convert India's rich experience and military professionalism into a sustained humanitarian engagement. I provide full support to this particular forum because of the commitment made then. This symposium is being conducted at a moment of both formidable challenges and immense opportunities. Across the world, landmines, unexploded ordnance, improvised explosive devices, and remnants of war continue to pose a deadly threat to civilians, returning populations, peacekeepers, infrastructure, and agriculture. If we take a global stock of the situation, nearly 60 countries are affected with mine contamination, amounting to almost 16,600 square kilometers, which excludes recent conflict zones. Nearly 110 million landmines remain scattered worldwide as of 2025. Approximately 100 million people today are at risk due to landmine contamination. In recent conflict zones, Ukraine alone has an estimated area of about 139,000 square kilometers contaminated by mines and unexploded ordnance, making this as one of the most heavily contaminated countries globally. Appreciable efforts are emanating from many governments and numerous NGOs to clear the contamination and free the affected area. In 2024 alone, more than 175 square kilometers of landmines were cleared globally and more than 131,000 anti-personnel mines were destroyed. If we talk about the scale of the existing problem economically, such a scale of contamination will incur heavy costs for clearance. Let me give you a few examples. In Ukraine, nearly 1/4 of the territory is contaminated with mines. It will require a decade-long of demining effort at an estimated cost of almost about $23.8 billion. In Gaza, the vast debris of unexploded ordnance volume will require coordinated international clearance for more than a decade at an estimated cost of almost about $1.2 billion. In Sudan, widespread displacements have left millions vulnerable to explosive hazards. Mine clearing estimates extend to almost about $183 million till 2030. These figures are a testament to the fact that the journey to clear mines and exploded ordnance is long and tedious one. It also requires in-depth planning and balanced approach towards demining and reconstruction. It also presents a unique opportunity to India in becoming a global leader in this arena. India's approach to mine action has always been shaped by our operational experience, besides being rooted in our ancient civilization ethos of Vasudev Kutumbakam. The world is one family. This philosophy reminds us that the suffering of any community is a shared concern of the entire humanity. India is not only capable but is also uniquely positioned to play a leading role in the global demining efforts because of many reasons. It is one of the largest troop contributors to the United Nations with vast operational experience of working in mine affected theatres. Second, extensive combat engineering and mine clearing expertise exist in the country across varied terrains, including deserts, mountains, jungles, and urban conflict zones. Thirdly, India's emerging strong technological ecosystem in the form of DRDO, IITs, and private sector innovators is capable of advancing technology of detection sensors, remotely operated vehicles, artificial intelligence enabled risk mapping, and mechanized clearance systems. Our nation also boasts of a growing humanitarian footprint and a reputation for neutral global engagement. And lastly, we hold a large pool of skilled veterans, including combat engineers, explosive ordnance disposal specialists, and sappers. Having been a part of the armed forces for more than 4 decades, I can say with confidence that Indian Armed Forces veterans represent one of the greatest human capital assets for global demining. Our combat engineers and sappers bring unmatched field experience in IED clearance, minefield breaching, and explosive handling. Experienced explosive ordnance disposal specialists can transition into humanitarian demining roles, training, certification, and program management. Our veterans bring discipline, risk awareness, leadership, logistic expertise, and cross-cultural adaptability. These skills are invaluable to international mine action organizations. India's veteran community can thus become a global force multiplier in mine action. The need of the hour is to harness their capabilities and channelize their energies in the right direction, and surely India will be the world leader in the arena of demining. Before I conclude, I would like to commend the Horizon team for its sustained commitment to humanitarian mine action. Formed and led by veterans of the Indian Armed Forces, Horizon has built an impressive record over the past 2 decades, clearing over 133 square kilometers of area contaminated by landmines and unexploded ordnance in Sri Lanka, Jordan, Transcaucasia, and Kuwait. It has safely disposed more than 170,000 explosive devices. To further the cause of mine decontamination, IFOMAS has created a platform where India's experience intersects with global best practices, enabling meaningful learning and cooperation. Presence and participation of representatives of friendly foreign countries in this symposium is a testament to this endeavor. My compliments to them. A word of advice from my side. To further this cause of demining and enhancing your reach globally, you people, the community of deminers, may like to enhance cooperation with war wounded rehabilitation centers, Army War College, Indian Red Cross Society, ICMR, and CLAWS. This will improve the visibility of these efforts to contributors and beneficiaries alike. My talk will be incomplete if I don't recognize with deep appreciation 2 pillars of this endeavor. One is Colonel Naveen Mittal, co-founder and chairman of Horizon Group and founder and director general of IFOMAS. Second is Major General Ajay Seth, chairman of the board of IFOMAS, who has strengthened the vital link between operational discipline and humanitarian purpose. I am a firm believer of the fact that mine action is not merely technical work, it's a moral mission. For every mine lifted, a life is saved. For every hectare cleared, a community is restored. And for every child who walks safely to school, the world becomes a more hopeful place. Let's therefore pledge together, defense professionals, veterans, humanitarian actors, policymakers, scholars, and industry leaders, to uphold this sacred responsibility. I extend my warmest good wishes to all the participants. May your discussion be meaningful and your collaboration long-lasting. Thank you and Jai Hind.